did the same thing.
What? Oh, compliment back now.
Yeah. I mean, like, so compliment me.
Yeah, right. Your breasts look great today. It's like, so do yours. I'm like, oh, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, what up, y'all? Today is Friday, September 1st. Happy September. I dress for fall. Some people are still dressing for summer. It's over, girl. Let it go. Labor Day is on Monday. Let it go.
Let me see your right.
Anyway, today we have to get serious because this is serious.
Oh, okay.
All right, so today we are talking about the tragedy that's been going on in Houston. We're gonna, give you. I know you all know, but we're gonna discuss some things.
Joel Osteen, Best Buy, Trying Their Lives, Bun B rapper, got some things to say about it.
So we'll talk about that. Plus, get
bitch.
That felt better in my mind. Getting some hair. We're gonna talk about Insecure this past Sunday. Issa Rae, which is the character, got splashed all in the face. They did a good job with that cum scene. It was like real.
It did. But we're going to get into the phenomenon about the Hoetation.
The Hoetation.
How unrealistic it is.
Is this still a thing where, black women are like, I don't suck dick? Or black people, because, everybody's sucking dick.
Or just like in general, a Hoetation and how is it possible?
I'm here for the Hoetation. Anyway, look, let's
talk about
let's start the show. It's still Diverted. What's happening? Welcome back for another episode of Still Diverted. So, this past week, I can't believe it's only been a week. I feel like this has been going on.
Yeah.
Can you stop fucking flipping your paper?
Oh, shit.
Nigga.
Sorry. To me.
Have some technical difficulties. Okay. Keep your stuff over there, boy.
Okay.
Anyway, so I feel like it's been way longer than a week. Boys are white racist word. Shout out to Michael Evans. Anyway. So, Texas, as we all know, I want to say Texas specifically, because people keep saying Houston, and there are other parts of Texas that have been affected, but because Houston is such a big city, is getting all of the press coverage for it, but definitely, a lot of parts of, Texas, surrounding areas, the hurricane actually moved through, the Caribbean first. I mean, not as much damage, but there are some other parts besides Houston that have been affected by the storms. I just want to just touch on that just to make sure we cover all bases for that. But specifically in Houston, huge problem, 30,000 people displaced, 38 reported dead, and I'm sure that number has grown since, the time we hit record on this camera, unfortunately. 40 inches of rain, and it's just, it's sad. It's sad as fuck. I was watching TV the other day, and they said they were going to have to release the levees to, I guess, help with the flooding, but as when the levees break. Did you see the levees break on HBO? Mm-mm. It was a documentary that Spike did after Hurricane Katrina. But when the levees break, the levees is kind of what holds the water out of the city. So when the levees, you basically have to let the levees down to. Okay, wait. Let me get this correctly because I don't want to screw it up. Mm-hmm. So the levees help water from flowing into the city. But for some reason in Houston, I think they had to take down the levees to help get the water out of the city. But you get what I'm saying? So imagine you have a drain, right? So, you pull out the drain, but if the drain was clogged up, ideally, the drain would have to push some water into the tub before water could go out of the tub. So that's ideally what they were saying was going to have to happen. So anyway, I say all that to say it's just super sad watching all this stuff on TV. Yeah.
It's too much. So rapper Bun B from Houston, Texas, he had spoke to Mass Appeal on Monday and talked about how people really need help out here. He had said, we need boats, right? We need shallow water boats that can get into these communities to get people out. And what I like about this rapper is or just about him as a person, he's really progressive. He seems like he just wants things to work. He knows there are hands needed, but talking about moving forward, because eventually this water will go away, but
this damage is going to be here for a long time. Yeah, people are still trying to recover from Katrina, and that was 10 years ago?
Exactly.
That was 11 years ago
exactly.
now. 12 years ago. That was 05, yeah, so.
Right, so in this article, he goes, when it stops raining and the sun comes back out, then we have those issues to talk about. What do we do with do with all these displaced people? How long does it take for people to rebuild their homes? And again, those long-term questions that
your life.
number 45 will never have the answer to, and that we're going to need our government to step up. I think that his approach on this was really good, and I don't see any other celebrities really from Texas really speaking out like how he is.
Yeah.
He seems really compassionate.
I think he still lives in Texas.
Yeah. I think so too. And in the article, it talks about how Corpus and another place called Rockport in Texas, like, they got a warning, but a lot of other cities didn't get a warning in Texas. And
like to evacuate?
Yeah, but even if they did get a warning, a lot of poor people, a lot of senior citizens, a lot of, recovering drug addicts, like, people with circumstances beyond hurricanes.
That even if you can't, not even that they, like, because this is the thing that, like, you might not be able to get out, but if you get out, it's also like, where are you going? Right. Like, if all the people you know are in Houston and the rest of your family lives in California or New York, it's like, where are you going? Like, to drive within, like, a next, like, 5 hour, like, time, like, period. Like, it's
metaphorically, just, like, these people are dealing with hurricanes every day. Yeah. So the fact that they have to...
That's deep, sis.
It's real shit. Yeah. Like, when you think about it. So that's why I'm, like, commending this dude, because he's really, like, making me think, like, yo, what are these people going to do? Like, how are they going to get out of this hurricane? And even if they didn't have, even if this hurricane didn't, like, touch them, like, how would they be able to get out their city even if they wanted to? If they were told, like, okay, we have to evacuate. Who's going to drive them out? Who's going to fly them out? Who's going to, like, give them shelter? Who's going to give them food? Like, where would they have gone even if they did get the evacuation? And
that was a big thing that the mayor was facing in Houston because he didn't tell them... There was, a lot of complaints because he didn't tell them to evacuate the city, as most, times they usually do with, like, hurricanes and stuff. And at first I was like... Excuse me. At first I was like, oh, like, team fuck this man. I don't know his name right now.
Yeah, low-key I was too.
But then when I thought about it, and like I was talking to other people about it, Houston is like the 4th largest city in the country. So imagine if everybody, like, in even not even New York, just Brooklyn. Everybody in Brooklyn was like, get out right now. The bridges would be packed. The tunnels would be packed. Like,
for days.
There'll be no way to get out. Yeah, like,
they
would have been stuck on the highway while this thing hit. So
did they know, like, a week before? Like, did they know 2 months before? Like,
well, I mean, with hurricanes, usually know, like, a couple of weeks before. So, like, not a couple of weeks, maybe like 2 weeks. Like, but you don't know if it's going to be on that same path because, hurricanes go different ways and they do all kind of different stuff. Oh, sorry, I have a little cough today. I've been ECDing it out here, so my throat is just in shambles. But we'll get back to that.
Bitch.
Right. So, yes. So, like you were saying before, like, these people already have it hard enough as it is.
Right.
And I hate that there's so many stories that have come out over the past week that they're basically taking advantage of these people that already have nothing. So there was a story that came out of a Best Buy in Houston, or that was near Houston, that was selling. They were selling a case of bottled water. For $42.96, and then they were selling other cases for like $29. I guess just a little bit more. No, that's not even still for water. That's too much. So this was at a Best Buy, and Best Buy spokesperson Jeffrey Shellman spoke out. He apologized in a statement. He says it was an error made by a local employee who added up the cost of each individual bottle of water to come up with the price for the entire case. Now, I don't know how stupid you think we are.
I'm sorry, how much was the
bottle of the case of water was $42.96. So apparently this young man, mind you, it's a 24-pack. So still that would only been like $26 at the most.
I'm trying to say, like, how much is Poland Spring? This shit is not Fiji, my nigga.
And
like this is not.
Has this young man never gone shopping? When I go in the store and buy Oreos, do I buy do I buy the amount of Oreos that is in the pack? No, you buy a pack of Oreos. So I'm like, that's bullshit. So,
in the words of the man who was very brave in the financial aid office today, that is no excuse. Okay.
That old black man?
No, like some regular student was like, yo, I had an appointment. Come on. And the guy was like, well, you have to wait. He was like, nah, that's no excuse. I was like, you better... That shit made me get up fast.
Get them together. You damn right. Yeah. I got an appointment too. We all got appointments in here.
Yo, that was really me in the aid office. I was like, yeah. Took my laptop. Come on, y'all, because I gotta go. I've been here for 2 hours already.
Anyway, so the state attorney general spoke out, and they said that as of Wednesday morning, they have received 684 complaints about excessive pricing. They include a convenience store in Houston selling gasoline for $20 a gallon. They also went on to say that such acts can lead to a $20,000 fine or a penalty up to $250,000 if the victim is at least 65 years old. So I guess age is not just a number in Texas. But it's fucked up. Like, the fact that these people are just literally trying to get out of the city or just get some water or just not die. And y'all are like, oh, let's capitalize. Like, selling water for $45, $20 for a gallon of gas. It's just like, it's trash. It's trash. And like, I don't want to do this to him, but to Joel Osteen, Like,
Okay.
my guy.
He supports Trump.
No, for real. I saw somebody on Twitter today. I can't think who it was. But they were like, damn, we've been retweeting like Trump. Trump. Woo, child. Retweeting Joel Osteen for like the past year. And I was like, y'all have? Because as soon as I realized he was Team Trump, I was like, well, God bless you. Because I won't.
God bless you.
I won't be here anymore. So, for those not familiar, Joel Osteen has a huge
I am what it says I am.
I can do what it says I can do. Today I'll be taught the word of God. No, what is it?
I don't know, but my mind is alive. My heart is receptive. I'll never be the same in Jesus' name. Amen.
I used to like Joel Osteen.
God bless you.
I used to watch, right?
No, seriously.
So Joel Osteen has a huge church in Texas, Lakewood Church, if you're not familiar, and huge church, mega church. If you ever see,
don't act like you don't have the DVD.
Here's a picture of it. Like, it looks like, like a concert, like a Michael Jackson, like Beyonce type shit. Like, huge deal.
Yeah.
So, many people were questioning why he didn't open his church to the public, and Joel Osteen spoke out in a statement. He says, the city didn't need us as shelter. If we needed to be a shelter, we certainly would have been a shelter, right? We certainly would have been a shelter right when they first asked. Now, my whole thing about church and Christianity and, church specifically, no matter what, religion, denomination it is.
God, somebody talked about this, but God.
Yeah, like no matter what practice it is, the whole function of church is to be like a safe space, like a safe haven. It's supposed to be a place where you go to.
The doors are always open.
There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the doors are always open. So, the fact that, like, if you were really about it, I feel like you would have opened your church regardless, no matter what the city said. Like, if somebody's hungry, you're not going to wait until, like, somebody says, like, oh, feed this person. Like,
we
they're
separate
hungry.
the church and the state for a reason, my brother.
Ding, 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 ding. Separation of church and state. That's, like, one of the only things I remember from high school. The only thing. They was like, oh, this Jesus stuff and this politics stuff, not together.
And I saw this on Twitter today. Somebody said, why is everyone so anti-God? Talk to me if you don't mind. What makes y'all not want to believe? And somebody retweeted it and said, I think more people are anti-Christianity because it's historically oppressive structure and the Bible wasn't assembled to be reader logic friendly. And when I read that and just thinking about this, like, this is a part of the reason why people are so, like, anti-Christianity, because you have Christians out here who have lots of money, who are wealthy as fuck. A
lot of money. Joel is caking.
I mean, the way his sponsorships, his endorsements, those DVDs.
His show runs on TV for half an hour with no commercials. You know how much money that costs to run a show with no commercials?
Bestseller. Like,
please, forget about it.
He's out here with this coin, and he says that he doesn't make money from the church because, he doesn't take in the tithes. It's all these celebrities. Celebrities send money, millions and millions of dollars. But
that play go around several times.
The church was flooded. Why didn't you just say that? You do not want people in your church.
Well,
you do not want people sleeping there.
People went up to the church with their own little cell phones and iOS cams, and it wasn't flooded. People was walking right up to the doors of the church like, this isn't flooded at all. Like, yeah, so I don't know what story you saw or who lied to you.
No, I was watching it on the news, and they showed, like, the basement of the church, I assume.
Of his church?
Super flooded, yeah.
Oh, it was flooded before. I know what you're talking about. There was something that happened in Houston like maybe a couple of years ago, and his church got flooded. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And they showed a picture of it, but not a video.
Are you serious?
Yes, that wasn't from this. That was from a while ago. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. This y'all fave. This is Pastor Joel. Yeah, so, I mean, all in all, it's just fucked up. And then one more thing, I guess, in, this fucked up category of fucked upness. There was a story that, on CNN the other day, and there's this woman that is just arriving to the homeless shelter. And, I mean, here is how it plays out.
All this as well. What can you tell us?
Let me introduce you to Danielle here. Danielle, you just arrived. Share with us how you were rescued.
Some guys had called our phone and asked us where we were because we was waiting for the police for like 36 hours and they never came. And we was waiting at the home. We did the white flags and everything and nobody came. But then somebody had called the phone after we decided to leave the house and we had walked to the gas station with the kids. And then they had called and came and picked us up. But we had been there like 5 days with no food and no lights and nobody came.
Now you're with your children. We've heard of stories of mothers trying to save their children from the rushing waters. Can you tell us how that was?
We walked through 4 feet of water to go get them food on the first day. Yeah, that's a lot of shit. But y'all sitting here, y'all trying to interview people during their worst times. Like, that's not the smartest thing to do. Like, people are really breaking down, and y'all sitting here with cameras and microphones trying to ask us what the fuck is wrong with us.
So I'm so
and
sorry.
And you really trying to understand it with the microphone still in my face, with me shivering cold, with my kids wet, and you still putting the microphone in my face.
Sorry. Rosa Flores, it sounds like you've got a very upset family there. We're going to take a break from that, and we'll get back to you later on. Rosa Flores in Houston for us. Thank you.
Well, all the families are upset because all the families are desperate, and all the families need help, and all the families have kids, and then you have single mothers with their children. Like, 5 days without food, 5 days without shelter, walking into a fucking river to get to point A to point B. Like,
and this is my problem. Anytime things like this happen, anytime it's a natural disaster. I mean, and this
is why I can't be a reporter.
Thank you. You took the words right out my mouth.
I could
right,
not.
You crawled into my mouth. It was in my tongue, my esophagus, and just pulled it right out. This is why I can't do this because
I can't.
This is why I can't even sometimes be down for like media coverage for stuff because I'm like, I get it. Like, there's certain times where like, okay, we need to cover, like, this needs coverage. People need to know about this. But when it's like stuff like this, it becomes insensitive. And like she said, like the whole, like, you just got this mic in my face. You're not helping me. You're not like, you're not doing anything that's helping me in this situation except getting my information and blast it to the whole entire world. So I saw a lot of criticism for this woman on Twitter. Like, this is super unnecessary. She should have kept walking, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, this is what the media needs.
Wait, hold up. People were talking about the woman?
Yes, like, she didn't have to stop and talk to the reporter. Like,
bitch. Leave it to the black woman to set shit straight.
Always.
Leave it to the black woman to say... In my next life,
I want to be a black woman. I do. I feel
to
like
say, yo, this is not right.
Yeah.
This is not correct. I need you to realize the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
That all of us are starving. All of us need shelter, and you have this $5,000 plus camera in my face with your stupid ass road mic in my face with my kids, and you over here like, tell me how your experience is happening. Bitch, if you don't move, sis.
And I think it later dawned on the lady. Like, I think at first she was kind of just like, you know, like, I think she just... Because I don't think this was like planned. Like, I don't think she was like, I'm gonna go in here and black on this lady. But I think after a while, like when you start like reliving those emotions, and then it's just like
you're asking me about my experience.
And someone's like they're pacifying her ideally. So it's just like, oh, how bad was it? Like, tell me more. It's like,
and the fact that she was really like,
you're not gonna help me. Like, if you're not helping me, like,
what are you?
Yeah. So I think this was a very important moment, not for just CNN. First of all, she was cursing all over CNN. I said, damn, sis, she was not playing.
Good job.
But I think, good job. Like, this is important for, like, all media outlets, where it's just, like, realize these are real people. Like, these are real stories. Like, this is not just, you know, just some, I don't know, episode of Game of Thrones or whatever the fuck y'all watch on TV. Like, these are people's real lives. Like, this is not West Wing. So, shout out to her. Shout out to everybody in Houston and all the surrounding areas. And, you know, prayers up for y'all.
And I think just with reporters, I feel like I understand, like, as a journalist or a reporter or a personality, we have to understand that our jobs, yes, it is to tell the story and it is to, you know, have our objectives and be subjective too.
Well, not for reporters.
Well, not for reporters.
Yeah, okay, you got to go by the books.
Right.
Supposed to go by the books.
But I think when we are going out there and saying, like, okay, now we're going to be on the field and now we're going to be working and we're going to be working with these kind of stories, unless you come in here with your Target supplies and you got like a travel kit popping for these people out here.
There's a CNN stand somewhere where they're giving away bags and stuff.
Yeah, unless you got some goodie bags to hold out for some children, then what else are you doing besides running your mouth? Because I don't want to hear you talk to me, or I don't want to talk to somebody else and I can't help them. I don't even like judging.
Exactly.
I don't even like judging people if I can't help them. Like, real shit. Like, if I can't help you, sis, with you know, with Tyrone and he fucking you up and he like laughing at you, and like, if I can't do something about it.
Sound like an Eve song. Like, damn.
I was actually listening to Eve sing.
Of course,
so
you were.
That's why.
Of course, you were.
But if I can't help you out with your situation, the best thing that I can do is just listen and not interrogate you. You know what I mean? Like, I can't judge you and be like, well, I told you to leave that nigga. Like, now you burnt and you mad. Bye. You know what I mean? I can't do anything about that.
I don't like you.
If I can't give you a brochure, if I can't help you find a new apartment, then I just can't even judge you about the situation. I think there really are boundaries that we need to learn not to cross. And I ask a lot of questions, and sometimes I cross those boundaries. So I'm learning myself.
You should get read too. Ask me something so I can cuss you out like she cussed that white lady out. Bitch, everybody ask me all these questions. Asking all them questions. All right, let's lighten this up. So let's talk about
in your eye. Let's talk about when Peter squirt in your eye. Squirt in your eye.
There's no more? That's it?
Squirt in your eye.
So Insecure this season has been quite entertaining. We are following Issa, the character, not the amazing woman that I love so much.
Yes.
Issa D in her Hoetation. She's going through her whole phase. She is, fucking anybody that has, well, not anybody, but ideally anybody that she can, get in her Rolodex that has
Rolodex.
Good peen. She wants to be a part of it. So first, I'm all the way here for a Hoetation, or a Hoetation, or a whole
Can
phase.
we talk about that after we finish talking about the story, please?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Sunday night's episode of Insecure had Twitter all abuzz because there was first two really scenes that kind of shaped the whole episode. So the first scene was the sexplosion. They went to a sex con,
Tiffany, Molly,
like Comic-Con
Issa,
for sex
Kelly,
toys, basically.
They went to sexplosion.
Yeah, and there was a conversation about giving head, and that's gonna be gifts. So, so there was a conversation about giving head.
Yeah,
and all of the girls in the group, except for Tiffany, the Amanda Seales character, were like, oh no, like sometimes if you let a nigga you give a nigga head, he act like you're disposable, and I would have sex with you, but I don't want to give you head. And I was like, valid, and valid, because valid, and valid.
We'll talk.
So that kind of set the precedent for what was later to come. So
no. But then there was a seminar that the girls were supposed to go to, and Tiffany was like, I'm like the expert at giving head, and you girls need to learn something.
Yeah.
And they were all like, bitch, bye. Like, you sit your white ass, light skin ass down. Like,
they call her white ass.
They said light skin ass.
Yeah.
But because she comes from a privileged background where she went to school with a bunch of white people, there was
underline of white in there.
Exactly. So they kind of threw in some racial storyline in there.
Yeah.
And it kind of just made it annoying because then it became the conversation of black girls don't do blowjobs, only white girls do blowjobs, and it's a white girl thing. And then it's just it's not 2017, it's 1983, and it just. Yeah. So after the seminar, that's where they didn't show that part because there wasn't a part for that. But I'm assuming in that line, Issa Rae learned how to give head, or Issa D. Yeah. Issa D learned how to give head, and moving forward.
So she goes to Daniel's house, pull up, skirt, hops on that duke with her lips, and she said, "You want to go to town?" No, she didn't say that. So
he actually got on top of her, right?
Yeah.
And then. She was like, wait, I got this. And so she got between his legs, and she got her knees, and it got really serious then.
So she's blowing them off.
And he's all like.
Now Daniel's going in. And then he splashes right in her face, right in her eye. Left eye corner pocket.
And that's what she didn't learn at the seminar.
Right, yeah. So
she didn't learn etiquette.
Issa Black, she's throwing shirts at Daniel. She's like, why would you fucking come in my face? You're an asshole, blah, blah, blah. Daniel's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was about to come, but I was coming.
Have you ever had somebody come in your face?
No.
Because I got a lot of feedback.
Ask me the reverse.
Have you come in somebody's face?
Oh, the next episode is still the reverse. No,
you're so mean.
They asked for it.
That's
what they asked for. It was revenge. You asked for it. You asked for it, partner. No, if you say I would like for you to release in said place, and I'm ready to release. If you ask me for it, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I got too much respect for you. I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, why wouldn't I?
Yo, I'm dying.
What are you dying for?
Because that's really funny.
Has anybody ever come on your face?
No, I've never had that experience before. So
I'll come on your face for you if you just want to experience
thanks.
it.
I really appreciate that. To fucking touch me. So on Twitter,
That hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Get off of me.
Pussy ass. So I was on Twitter, and I was like, yo, Issa, chill. It's not...
Chill, Issa, chill.
You really violent. It's not acid. It's just...
No, that shit did hurt.
But then a lot of people...
Fuck you. Tell your story.
Sometimes I got a heavy hand. So then 2 people follow up. Shout outs to my girls, Fit and Divine. And they're like, yo, that shit does hurt. and it's like, yo, it does burn.
Yeah, that's your eye. Like, it's not just it's not on my cheek or on my mustache. It's my eye. I have to see with that.
No, but then I thought about it. I was like, oh, maybe it does burn.
Yeah, you could get an eyelash in your eye, and that could ruin your whole day. Imagine an actual physical liquid. Like, what? No.
Right, but there was so many.
Don't come in my eye.
There was so many alternatives to this, the eye splash. Like, it didn't have to go in her eye. As soon as he said he was coming, she could have kept it in her mouth and spit it out.
Lisa don't do this. She new to the...
We
all not like you. Some of us are new around these streets.
DK.
DK. In my mouth.
She could have got up and was like, you know, let it, like...
Well, I don't think Daniel knew he was about to come. Like,
he did know. He said, I'm coming.
No. I can tell you don't have a penis. He says, I'm about to come.
He's about to come.
For those with the penis on their bodies currently, you won't know that when you're about to come could be anywhere from like 10 seconds to like 3 minutes.
Yes, but she had him. She had him, and he said, I'm about to come, and he came.
About to. That's like, I'm about to be outside. I'm not outside yet. I'm about to be.
He said, and came.
And then I feel like...
What?
I was about to say, this is all based on my own imagination. I feel like Daniel's packing so much that when he was about to come, it was throbbing so much that she knew he was about to come. I feel like you knew that was coming.
Right.
Like, the throbbing was crazy. Like, I'm sure.
So in this article, Vulture.com, I read, and it's why Insecure's blowjob scene felt out of step with the typical radical show. Now, Angelica Jade Bastine, she writes exactly kind of what I'm feeling about this episode. She says, but nothing about writing of this episode feels fresh, layered, or fully considerate of the modern sexual mores of the Black woman. The dated nature of their conversation is compounded by Issa deciding to take what she learned from the seminar and trying it out on Daniel. When he comes on her face, she storms out angrily, feeling disrespected. The blowjob seminar obviously wasn't that good of an idea. It didn't teach her etiquette. And when a man is about to come during a blowjob, you have so many options. Getting cum in your eyes is not fun, but Issa's response is an overreaction. I think that I agree. Totally. Yeah. This episode was just too much of I'm like, oh, Black girls, blowjobs. Like, Black girls sucking dick. Like, people do that. It's like, oh, sis, girl.
So I think...
It's not that deep.
Excuse me. I think two things really for this. Wait, there was one part that she just said that. Oh, right, yes. So I think Issa being angry about him coming in her eye, but generally just her face, is something that she could be mad about. I think that's something that's generally, like, you could be mad at that. Now... to have that reaction and then to be walking around with that fake eye patch on your eye on the Uber home is too much. like I get the initial shock and like
yeah, but to be mad, to be pissed at him, or just being pissed in general. You get cum in your eye, girl, go to the bathroom and wash your shit out. Like, fuck, yo,
but
that
the
shit
initial
hurts.
shock of it, but you can't discredit the initial shock of being pissed about it.
I think I can discredit it.
If that was your first
really
time giving head, no, I'm not. See, you're not listening. I'm talking about pre-blacking.
Was that her first time?
She said that she made it seem like, oh no, that's not true because she did give Lawrence head in season 1.
Yeah,
she did. So
she was with Duke for 5 years. So I doubt that's not her first time giving head.
You don't know that.
I just think that she did the most for the Brothers host.
But you know what I love about this, and this is what I love about Insecure in general, is that it makes people have conversations. Because even this upsetness, because I think there is a particular portion of the population, especially like those, I don't want to call them like the bougie Black girls, but the bougie Black girls, that's like, I think there is a very strong population of women that are like, oh no, like I don't do that.
You know what? Now that I do think about it, earlier this week I was having a conversation with the girls in my office, and we were talking about, because again, this storyline had a lot of racial connotations to it, and we were talking about like white women are deemed to give a blowjob faster than they would actually have sex, and the vice versa for a Black woman. And for me personally,
I think that's kind of valid.
Yeah, no, for me personally, it's like I'm not like no blowjob, but I'm definitely not like
every blowjob.
Yeah, like you hook up with somebody and you're like, oh, I'm gonna give him a blowjob.
Blowjob is not like an everyday activity or like it's not a Hoetation activity. I think that's the real point of this.
And let's get into that.
It's not the Hoetation. What, the Hoetation?
Yes.
What about it? My Hoetation days are over, child. I'm out here saved.
And we were talking about that too. Heterosexual
but at a point in time in my life,
straight men and straight women, like, it's,
heterosexual...
it's not easy to just have sex with anybody.
Sorry, sweetheart. Heterosexual men and straight men are the same thing. So let's start there.
What did I say?
Heterosexual men and straight
men.
men.
Homosexual men.
I was like, all right. But no, yeah.
But I think...
Because even for Issa to be going through this whole phase at like 28, it's like really late in life. But then again, I guess if you've been in a relationship with the same guy for like 5 years, you know.
But let me tell you something about the Hoetation. It doesn't work. And I tell you why this doesn't work. I don't know.
Speak for yourself.
I personally don't know any straight woman who are able to hit up a dude and be like, hey, can I fuck? Hit up another dude, be like, hey, can I fuck? Hit up another dude and be like, hey, can I fuck? Go on a date with a dude and then try to get him in the house and be like, yo, I'm ready to fuck. Or like hit up their neighbor and be like, yo, I'm downstairs. Knock on their door, not even text, not even call, but knock on their door and be like,
she didn't have his number. His phone was there. She had his charger.
Knock on his door and be like, yo, I want to fuck. Like, what's good? Like, you can't go in this with the intention that your pussy is like some gold shit and that everybody wants, and then as soon as you're ready to give it up, they're like, okay, for grabs, thanks.
Wait,
like,
but Issa didn't get rejected by anybody except for the guy and the the guy that she went on a date with. That was the only guy that rejected Issa. Well, in this Hoetation setting.
In this Hoetation setting,
like there was no guy that slept with her and then
he
was like,
with another girl. In the Hoetation.
No, not him. I'm talking about the guy she brought to her house.
And the guy that she brought to her house.
Okay.
He was like, I'm not trying to have sex with you. And then
he was older and mature and trying to be a gentleman.
And so that's what I'm saying. And then on top of that, the person that you have in your Hoetation is another man who actually cares about you. Like,
yeah, see, that's the real problem.
You're not doing it right. You have to come in with like an open mind and be like, I only want to fuck you. Like, if that was clear from the jump, like, I'm sure the Spanish guy would have been left her alone. And I'm sure a dude downstairs would have been like, okay, let's do it. But can you give me dates and times? Like, she thinks she could just walk in and be like, hey, I want your dick. Like, that's not how it works. If you're going to be a hoe, be a real hoe. And you're not good at it.
But you're saying that it can't work, though, and it can work. You just said that it could work.
No, I don't know anybody who make this work. Except for... gay men. Honestly, you could just click an app and be like,
don't do that. Don't do that. Because some of us go out in the streets, we meet each other. So do you hear them playing Single Ladies? I love this song. Would you like to dance? And then we ballroom dance to Single Ladies. And then the horse pulls up in the chariot. And then we ride up to Columbus Circle.
Bitch.
And, yes. Telling my story. Anyway, so.
And then you just fuck.
So
you see what I'm saying? It's so much easier for gay men. It's not easy. I don't know any. I mean, if you do know a woman,
try being a gay man one day?
I tried already. If you go in the comments and just explain, I want to meet these people. I want to meet these people. Who are these people?
All right, well, you're not gonna meet them today, so let's get out of here. Because it's already been like 11,000 hours of this show.
Whatever. All I know is that Hoetation not Bill. If you really want to,
you just mad because you can't do it.
I can't. I don't have time or energy to have great sex with every person you meet. Like, that's ridiculous. Bitch, stop playing. You giving all these looks. Like, what you about? Like, speak your mind.
So this week's Slay It Sis goes out to
Vanessa
Howard. Oh, close, but so far.
Okay, so Vanessa Howard was a single mother of 3, and at the time she only had $1.75 to her name. When it first started out with her first child, she was just a teenager, so she was a teenage mom, and she left like a domestic relationship, violent relationship, and she just left, but she was trying to, like, you know, start her life over, and in the midst of that, she had 2 other children, and she started doing hair as a not as a hobby, but she was really
good. Side hustle?
Yeah, she was really good at it. So from there, she ended up, now she's 62 years old, which I can't believe because
she's 62?
Right.
Wow. Yes, girl.
She looks great.
Good, yes.
So now she has this hair salon called Giving Hands Hair Salon, and she comes in once a month on Sundays to give free dues.
Like hair, yeah.
Hairstyles.
I couldn't find the word. I was
Right.
like, hair down.
I was like, what does she do? She
Yeah.
Dominicans,
right?
You know, she does something.
Blowouts,
Right.
curves, braids.
She do it all.
Right.
She hook up these sisters who are homeless, and she does like this thing with children who are girls from 5 to 11, and she like gets their, I guess she does their hair too, and it's just really nice.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
dope.
nice how she's just like giving back, and after all these years, literally 3 decades, 5 children now, and she has volunteers who help her at the salon. It's really nice. So shout outs to Vanessa Howard. She says, I would encourage other broken women business owners. All of us have a story, and I believe that we should use what we've been through to help others. And the thing that she does for the homeless girls from ages 5 to 11 is called Back to School Princess Party. And she says, we want them to feel like princesses for a day. Adorable. And it's important, especially during their transition. I want them to feel confident, because if they're confident, then they'll excel.
Oh, that's right. No, but that's dope, though. So shout out to her. All right. So it's time for us to get out of here. As always, you can get at Ken Mirror. You can follow me at _HeyMalcolm. Make sure you hit the subscribe button at the end.
Oh, in the beginning, we didn't even tell you guys, hi, my name is Malcolm. Hi, my name is Ken.
Well, I'm Ken. So
I'm Malcolm.
Yes.
Welcome.
I actually could be Ken.
Bitch, how?
Kenny, Kenneth, Bud. Anyway. Yeah, so hit the subscribe button that's going to pop up at the end of the video. I just want to say, Monday, very special day. Labor Day, so y'all be safe.
Very special day. They're starting Juve at 6 in the morning. I've been pissed about it, but I'm over it because...
Guess what? I have my rag ready. I'm going to be on the parkway like this. They're going to be like, what country is that? I'm going to be like, the country of the free people. The country of the twirl.
Are you really going out?
No.
With your flag?
Fuck. I hate people. I'm going to be in the house. But no, Monday's like a national holiday. Because it's Beyonce's birthday.
Oh, shit, it is.
I care. I know you don't care too much.
Beyonce's gonna be at the West Indian Day Parade.
Is she really?
No, but imagine.
Oh, bitch, I'd be
imagine.
out there.
No, Texas niggas would be tight. Like, bitch, you out here at Carnival and you need to be in Houston with us, H-Town. What happened?
Right.
What happened to all of that?
But driving from BK, H-Town. What's the lyric? Driving so slow from BK. Oh, whatever the fuck it is.
Tell me boys up top.
Yeah, what's the lyric though?
Cruising down 8th Street off a white Lexus. Sing your part.
Was that my cue? Oh, yeah. Driving so slow, but BK is from whatever.
Let's fucking go.
Driving so slow, but BK is from Texas. So
I can't wait to.
Have you been to 560 State Street?
No.
I walked past it on purpose because Jay-Z said it in the song. But now it's like a building that you really can't see. Oh, anyway, whatever. Let's get the fuck out of here. All right, yeah. So y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe.
Have a great Labor Day weekend. Have a great time at
Make
Carnival.
sure you iron your rag if you're gonna be wearing the big flag on your back like this.
I really, I don't know what I'm
like
gonna
the cape.
do. I wanted to play Mass. I play next year, or I might go to Miami Carnival.
I play every year.
You gonna come with me?
To what?
To Mass, Miami Carnival.
Yeah, so we can jump up.
Yes.
Start to wave now.
Start to wave right now. Start to wave, start to wave, start to wave up now because it's Carnival.